Greetings and welcome to this episode on Geeks First. It's Bright Lights release day, and while I did get to go to a pre-release, this is a Belgian box, and we have a nice case of Japanese that came from none other than the Floppy Taco Man himself. Let's get into it. Okay, so one of the things I'm curious about is the Japanese print variation. You can see the red security seals on here, and when this is shipped for this specific box, there is a little bit of a pre-cut because on the inside there is something that you can't get from anywhere else, and that is a super special promo, because now with UPF being so fun, I mean, it already was fun, but it's even more fun. We get to take a look. There we go. Look at that. Diamond of the hands. Diamond hands. We'll hold on to that. We're going to go ahead and continue to slice this bad boy open. And we're going to see, there we go, we got the boxes for Bright Lights. Now these are going to be different, right? They say made in Japan. These back here from the pre-release event say made in Belgium, right? Made in Belgium. Are the box sizes the same? Yeah, this time, the actual box size is actually the same. They do appear to have a majority of the same components, except it looks like the LSS, the Legend Story Studios stuff on the back here, this is bigger. This says green. This doesn't. I'm going to make an assumption that these are in the plastic wrap packs instead of the nice paper packs, which these came from the pre-release event. So if that is the case, man, that kind of stinks, but I mean, it is what it is. So, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Hey, pick a number 1 through 4. All right, we're back. We're back at it. We have the diamond hands, and we're actually going to go and change over our mat from the UPF mat to the most special mat that I own, which is none other than this beautiful mat right here. I had this in Baltimore, and what better place than to have that as my thumbnail. So we're going to go ahead and crack on in here and get to enjoy the first couple of packs of Bright Lights. I am going to do something different this time when it comes to the packs. I am going to keep them in their respective packs so that I can use those same packs that I'm opening here for some crack shuffle play. But I also want to examine the insides of them. Yep, see, these are going to be metal. So do they have let's see here. Yeah, they go Tech Love Awesome. Man, that means I'm going to have to, for my collection, my pack collection, I'm going to have to find a way to get some of these to hold on to. Yeah, and it is different. The green label. I mean, it's small stuff like that, but it is kind of interesting. So we'll put the Japanese one up there. Do I get an equal amount of pack art? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, I think they actually go in an order here. So that's kind of cool. You got 3, 3. So what we'll do is that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. From top to bottom, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so I have my pack list here. Perfect. Show the diamond hands. I am going to pull this down since we're going to open. I'd rather have something cool like that because I really like this. So, all right, we're going to crack not shuffle and not play as we open our first Bright Lights pack. These actually are pretty easy to open, to be honest with you. These are the Japanese ones. Alright. Get rid of diamond hands here. What do we got? Full Tilt. You know, it's amazing how the different cards have kind of crankshaft, you know, come into this. that card in pre-release, Hydron Collider. Teklo base arms. So this one is the one with blade break. This actually helped me quite a bit in the event. Hyperdriver. They did change the text on Hyperdriver, so don't sleep on that. I mean, it's the same effect, but they changed the effect. There's an Evo, and then we got a Spring a Leak, Ratchet Up, Quantum Processor. Look at that. It's Majestic. It's foil. Wow, that's cool. And then 2 Proto Base and Proto Head. Well, holy moly, look at that. That was pretty neat. That was a nice pack to start with. What's this one? So that was the, who was that? Was that Teklo? Teklo Daddy? It was Teklo Daddy. Teklo Daddy was the bottom, that would have been the bottom pack on that side of the box. I don't know if that's good or bad. Gas Guzzler! Num 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 num. Outpace. Okay. Sprocket of the Rocket. Rev Up. Vroom vroom. Dumpster Dive. Dissolving. Junkyard Dog. Evo. Gas Up. Boom Grenade. Infused Titanium. Heavy Artillery. Steam Canister. Mini Force Field. Yes. Crank. Teklo. Boston. And a Max. Isn't that right, Kitty? Isn't that right, Kitty? We're gonna go slower and enjoy. I have no idea what the differences are between, if any, the Japanese print run and the English. Well, I mean, they're both English, but I don't know if that means that there's a difference in like Outsiders, how there was kind of a different pack order to some of these. These Evos are going to be so cool. Hopefully tonight I'm going to go play at my LGS. We're going to play some UPF. Blade Break. But I might bring my deck, my CC deck. Ciao. And see if we can play on that, because I'm kind of wanting to build some Bright Light stuff. That'd be some exciting stuff. Alright, that would be the 3-pack for those guys. Let's see what the 3-packs in this one holds. That's right. Now, do they have anything interesting in the middle here? 2003 P.O. Box. Nothing's guaranteed to exist. Nothing is guaranteed to exist. Alright, nothing's guaranteed to exist. We don't even exist. Rev Up. Sprocket Rocket. Dive through that data. Panel Beater. That, and this pack of Protocol Red is actually really good as well. Carolina. Hyperdriver. There's going to be a lot of Hyperdrivers out there. Medkit. Hamilton had this in his deck. He played it against me. Kind of useful. Ooh, foil backup blue. That's pretty. Ooh, Evo Engine Room. Vroom, vroom, vroom. That's our cold foil, I guess. Looky at that. That's pretty. It's a rare. So that would mean that wouldn't even be able to be played in the crack shuffle play. Like, I guess that's the piece that I need to double check, is that was not in the back 2 parts, or maybe it was in the back 2. So if that's the case, then maybe you do get to play with it. I don't think you would. I don't think it'd be counted in your pool cards. Gosh, this is just so much mech stuff. I love it. Outpace. Big Bertha. Sprocket. Dive through data. This card, the red one specifically, that's a heck of a card. Hadron Collider. Quickfire. Zipline. Gigawatt. 1.21 gigawatts. Ooh, Hyperdrive token. And max. I like the token. It's my new favorite. Quicken token. Very, very quick. Mr. Teklovasan. I wonder how rare the higher tier character cards are, the Majestic versions. I mean, I'm sure they don't come very, very often. Razzle Dazzle. Rev Oop. Dada Link. Met X. Big Bertha. These 3 for 6s and boom grenades. I really do want to build like a boom item deck. Backup red. This is some good stuff. Cogsworth. I need the Majestic versions of the Evo set though. Command Center. Rev Up. Proto and Dash. Kerchow. Kerchow, said the man. Kerchow. Kerchow. Going from the other side. See what this one says. The list. Oh, I left a card in there. Look at that. Don't even know what it would have been. Underloop. We left a poor Underloop. Poor Underloop got left. Panel beater. Jumpstart from Dynasty. Quick backups. Oh, Teklo head. Gas. Dissolving shield. Bzz. Heavy artillery. System failure. That's a cool card. Remove all steam counters from target equipment, item, weapon. If 2 or more steam counters are moved this way, deal 2 damage to its controller. That's neat. Infused titanium and backup. So that puts our Majestic count at 1 foil and I think 1 non-foil. So not a lot of Majestico. Oh yeah. My cat's like, what are you doing, buddy? I'm going to sit down. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get my head off the camera here. Oh, editing Jake needs to sit because we got data link. Bender. 0 to 50. Yeah, I don't know if that's a play. I mean, I'm sure it's a pun, but I don't know if that has to do with like the fact that it would have been from, because 0 to 60 in English miles per hour is different than I think 0 to like kilometers per hour. So I don't know. Maybe it's Backup Protocol Red's popular. I'm sure there's a reason. Spring Lake, Steam Canister, Razzle Dazzle. Wait a minute. Did I get 2 cold foils in this box? Holy moly. Evo Cog Splitter. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Thanks for playing. That's neat. I didn't think you could hit more than 1. I thought it was pretty much like 1 per. 1 super per. Wow. Bright lights. It knows I love mechanologists, so it's just being extra awesome to me. It's like, hey buddy, you like mechanologist? Yeah, buddy, I do. Lay waste. Razzle dazzle. Jumpstart. Expedite. That card is still. I think that there's some fun shenanigans that can be played with that. I'm not as familiar with the scrap concept. I mean, crank makes more sense. Scrap, I'm sure there's going to be some combo pieces you can do where you throw the things in and out. Firewall. Block card. Smash and grab. Proto and Teklo. The Proto Teklo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. do 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 do. Feels like there's so many more packs in the box when you open them in groups of 3 and keep everything aligned. Fender Bender, Big Bertha, Blue, Jumpstart, Under Loop, Smashing. There isn't a lot of flavor text on a lot of these cards because there's quite a bit of, you know, text on them. So that's kind of a bummer to me. I was hoping to see a little bit more flavor text. But that's not a bad thing. It just, I like flavor text. I really do like flavor text. I kind of wish certain heroes would have flavor text on them, but like what's the hero's catchphrase? Like what's Teklovasan's catchphrase? Does he have a catchphrase? Do you think he has a catchphrase there, Mr. Meow? Does he? Does he have a catchphrase? I don't know. Crankshaft. That's a good card. Fender Bender. Big Bertha. Drive-through data. Full tilt. We're going to full tilt it up here. So it looks like you're guaranteed an Evo a pack, maybe? Like, there's got to be some correlation to the pack density to create something. That's something. There's specs. This card has literal specs on it. Right there, right there, and right there. Specs. Super specky. Proto. Double Protoss. The Protoss. Yeah, if we make the Zerg and the Protoss, that'd be super exciting. These really aren't that bad to open. I mean, I get the point of having the other one. Panel Beater. Met-X. Outpace 0 to 50 red. Expedite. Infuse. Auto-escape. Auto-escape. Auto-save, actually. Scrap. Evo battery pack. You know, I made a joke about a battery pack a long time ago. Scrap compactor. And I actually don't know if it ever went anywhere. But maybe that was, in a weird way, kind of in the docket or listened to, because I joked that you could somehow add a battery pack, like a belt. I wonder if that, I mean, that video's out there. I just have to go see if I can find it. Dumpster Diver. Gas Guzzle. Control those items and crank them back. Gotta build my Nitro Mech deck. System reset. Banish X Mechanologist cards. Razzle dazzle. Or chow. So I wonder if maybe the cold foil was in space of where the list slot would have been. Like maybe that would have been a list card, and then it, you know, I have no idea. I'm thinking that maybe the list cards would be, you know, 1 per 15 backup blue. Not a lot of yellows, but maybe there will be yellows because items. Boom Grenade red, yes. Heavy Artillery. Ratchet. Ratchet up. Teklovasan and base. You could just go on for hours analyzing all the different combinations. I mean, this set really busted everything kind of super wide open, actually. I mean, there's a lot of archetypes that I'm sure were never thought of that exist, so who knows? Who knows what people will think of? I mean, the Evo stuff, I mean, the fact that there's so many items, can you build an entire item deck, and maybe there's something to do with leveraging that? That's a beautiful card right there. Eldion. The city's vast knowledge at your fingertips. Medacity Media. Medacity. Medacity? Like metastity? I don't know. I feel like you could really almost get 2 or 3 games if you were to open, crack, shuffle, play, and then keep all the packs together. You may be able to actually make it to where you can you could use the packs multiple times if you kept them together. But the problem is then you'd have to almost reassemble that same pack by knowing what's in it. So it's kind of like a cube, a box cube, a Fender cube. And these 2 tokens per pack. That's the one thing that gets me. I understand the reason why, but ever since they did that in Uprising, there's just a large quantity of tokens. Like, it's such an insane amount of tokens that, like, when you're sorting through stuff, you find tokens for days. This looks like it's the same token twice, actually. Expedite, gas guzzler, dumpster diving. Majestics seem pretty hard to hit, actually, from what I'm seeing. Overload script. I definitely have not seen that many Majestics. Hadron Collider, and then max, double max. That was a max pack right there. So maybe that's what you do. You take all the tokens out of everything, because there's 16 cards, so really if you take out the 2 tokens, it's 14 cards per pack. Because, like, that would be... So those would be the 2 tokens in this pack. Yeah, I know, I went in reverse. 0 to 50 yellow. Data link. I wonder what it would take to get a basic playset. Like, how many boxes it would take to obtain a playset of cards, given the likelihood of seeing any particular thing. And I'm not talking foils, I'm just talking non-foils, so like commons and higher. Commons and rares, because like if the Majestics are that hard to hit, then that almost to me means that there's gotta be something up with Majestics. Full tilt, panel beater, dumpster dive, and zoom zoom Cogworth, quick fire baby, make a force field. Scrap reprocessor. I wonder if they're in the same facility as the as Pour the Mold. Like there's only 2 or 3 factories. Lay waste. Adapt. Oh, it's a legendary. Oh, cool. Holy moly. Well, it snuck up on me because I looked at it and I was like, that's not a token. Modular. Oh, this is the modular one, the adaptive plating, that you can have multiple ones. Well, that's... Wait a minute. So if it's in the back slot, that means you can't use it as part of the draft? So that wouldn't even count as the card. Yeah. So this is one of the newer cards.
That looks cool.
It's the blueprint. Yeah. So it's this is only, I think, maybe there's a cold foil. I think that's a rainbow foil of it, but still that's awesome. Like,
it's very subtle.
It is. It's very, very subtle. So that would mean this box so far had the Gem Keeper, the adaptive. I'm just kidding. That didn't come in the box. That was the Rudy.
That's the cold foil.
That's the that's the Rudy promo. Oh. That came from the Rudy, because it's part of my merchant kit. So when I build my merchant deck,
it looks like a cold foil.
It is a cold foil. Yes.
Well,
So sorry.
You said it wasn't a cold foil. Come on now.
I'm mistaken. I'm just excited. I'm excited. That was one of the legendaries I needed to complete my set for Mechanologist. Because with the reprint of the other legendaries that are in this set, basically, there's some legendaries that I really don't need, like the Teklo Heart. Now, it's good that it's in the set. I absolutely am fantastically excited that they put it in the set, right? Because that's a good way for new players to get a hold of the card. But as a person who already owns one, I don't necessarily need one. So, there's that. But at the same time, you have, I think there's the Hyper X3 is one, right? I mean, the people talk about the Fabled and the Tunic. Those are other cards that are needed. But for folks that are already in the game, like, I don't really need the Tunic, so to speak. The Tunic would be a nice, add-on to trade into something else that I would need, like, the other legendary, the Meklo Vasen, the Mr. Meko, the Kachow Max Proto. The Kachow. Man, this is exciting. It had a legendary in it. I don't know what the rates on legendaries are. I mean, that's kind of been a new question in the newer sets. What This is cute. I mean, it's like I'm on a bed. Is it a bag of Doritos? Like, there's just so many cute things. I still think that this is almost a play on the Star Wars guy. It was running with the there's a whole character, a whole literal meme around the Star Wars character on Cloud City running with, I believe it was a blender. I forget the guy's name, but there's an occult following of that, and I think at like Dragon Con they cosplay the guy. Ooh, magnetic lock wave. Okay, that's useful. Scrap and then Teklovation. So that's another Majestic. We're down to the last 2 packs. Only 2. I kind of want to do some homework before I open up the rest of the Japanese boxes on what's more common, Belgium or Japanese. Or maybe it's a split. Maybe it depends on where you get your product from, because that could be another part of it too, right? Could be that certain parts of the U.S. get certain parts of the product from Belgium or from Japan. Firewall. Foil expedite. Ooh, hey, that's one of the illusionist cards. Phantom Tide Maw. I do not understand how this works. I will need somebody much smarter than me to explain how that works. But that is a list card. I will speculate. And we're ending on Mr. Teklo V himself. The big ol' Teklovasen man. Guzzling the gas. Looping it away. Met-X. Junkyard Blue. Force Field. Greatly appreciate you tuning in today. This has been a very exciting opening for me. I mean, this is going to be one of those ones that... Ooh, Circuit Breaker. Look at that. For a long time, I'm going to enjoy this set. I mean, it's definitely one of the coolest classes, I think, in the game. We have Mr. Meow here, and until next time, we're going to have a blast opening some flesh and blood stuff. Isn't that right, buddy? He's like, where's my doggy? Because I have a dog here. Oh, bye-bye. Until next time, meow out.
Your captain.